Hey yo, what up, what up, what up? It's Lemekh with selahsportstv. Right back at you with another one, right? We just watched Lomachenko do what we pretty much expected him to do against Jermaine Ortiz, right? I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was a good fight. I thought Jermaine Ortiz put on a better performance than I was expecting. You know what I mean? I think Jermaine Ortiz put on a better performance than a lot of people was expecting. Like, I think he was up on a few scorecards, but we all knew that wasn't going to happen. We knew, pretty much knew what Jermaine Ortiz was going to have to do to come out of this fight with a victory. And he fought well, but not nearly enough to get a decision against Lomachenko, right? Overall, like I said, I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was lots of action. Sometimes, like when I watch Loma, I definitely see the skill. I see what he's doing with his feet and everything. And when we talk about Loma's skill, that's pretty much what it is. Like, it's that footwork, right? He has high level. He's using some fancy feet in there, right? But what I also see is a guy in Lomachenko that plays a dangerous game. He plays this dangerous game of, I'm gonna download your information, right? I'm downloading. Like, he gives up a lot of rounds, all in the name of downloading your information, right? Downloading your information, seeing what you're gonna do, seeing how you react to feints, right? Seeing how you react to certain punches that he does and certain things that he does, seeing how you're gonna react to it. He calls that downloading information, right? I don't think that's smart. Number one, you're giving up too many rounds. Number two, all it's gonna take is for you to fight somebody. You think you're being crafty, right? But what happens when you fight somebody who says, I'm gonna show him different stuff? Since he's downloading information, I'm gonna whip his ass for those. I'm gonna make sure I win those rounds, but I'm not gonna react how I normally react. I know, it's convoluted, I know, but like, the point is, I guess my point is, Lomachenko don't have enough power to play that game. Like, it's one thing when you're giving up rounds, right? But once you get the information downloaded, you can stop the fight, right? You can stop it with a punch. That's different. Loma has to win by points. Every fight, especially at lightweight, especially up there at lightweight, he has to win every fight by decision. Okay, so that's why I call that a dangerous game, bro. You don't have enough power to play the game you playing right now. I don't think so. I think that's it's gonna catch up to him. It already has, really. He tried it against Teofimo Lopez, and he fell behind too far to come back, right? Too far. He needed a knockout and couldn't get it. I think overall, how did Lomachenko look? I see a lot of people saying he looked like trash and all that. I wouldn't go that far. Like, I wouldn't go as far as to say Lomachenko looked like trash in the ring. Like, I think he looked pretty good, right? I will say he was a bit more predictable than I've seen him. Bit more predictable than I've seen Lomachenko. Usually, he is very sneaky. He's able to hit you with stuff that you can't possibly be expecting, right? And the reason why is because he has a psychological, like, Lomachenko's thing is psychological. His warfare is psychological, right? He's not in there punishing your body. Not really. I mean, I know it's boxing. He's punching and everything. Like, he's trying to hit you. Like, but it's more of a psychological. Lomachenko's attack is more psychological. Like, he's making you think too much. Right? He's making you think. He's putting you on your back foot. He's attacking. And he's doing it from angles that you're not used to. So that's more of a psychological attack. I didn't really see it being as effective as I have in the past. I didn't see him land as many clean shots. You know, usually his angles, the angles that he's able to come with, will give him the opportunity to land those sneaky punches. But it looks like Ortiz did his homework because he wasn't able to land too many of them clean. Like, I didn't see Lomachenko land a lot of clean punches in this fight. You know, I understand how the game works. You know, if he's throwing anything, they're going to give him credit. You know, especially on an ESPN card. Especially on an ESPN card when he's not going up against another golden boy, so to speak. Like Teofimo Lopez, he was on a fast track as well. So yeah, a guy like that can probably get a decision. Jermaine Ortiz, like, you're gonna have to do something special to get a decision against Lomachenko. I mean, it's fucking sad that it comes down to it, but that's the way it goes. You know, he just didn't do quite enough. At the same time, I didn't see Lomachenko doing that. He didn't look that great to me. You know, I think he won the fight. He did enough to win the fight, right? I'm not gonna. I thought he looked well, but if I gotta judge Lomachenko against himself, not that impressive. You know, as for Ortiz, I thought he fought well. You know, I thought he was, especially early on, I liked his twitchiness. He was very twitchy. He was catching Lomachenko coming in. And if he could have kept that going, he would have won this fight. But it's a fight, right? It's hard to keep that shit going, right? It's a test of endurance. It's a test of will. You're getting hit. You know, it's a test of durability. You know, so how it's going to be hard to keep that same twitchiness that you have in the first round. You know, but I'm saying all that to say, I didn't understand the scorecards. You know, I didn't see like this unanimous beatdown. I didn't see that. Like, I saw more of a split decision win, but we know how that goes. You know, we know how that goes. Like, Lomachenko's one of these fighters, man. You're gonna have to whip his ass, right? And it's coming. It's definitely coming. But I guess just to end it off on this fight, as far as the Lomachenko and Jermaine Ortiz fight, I'll just say it looked like the pace of the fight just got to Ortiz late. That Lomachenko started speeding up the fight, and it gives the illusion that he's doing a lot. It gives the illusion to everybody, the fans, the judges, even the opposing fighter. They think that he's doing so much, but he's really not doing anything. He's speeding up, and he's doing a lot of fancy stuff with his footwork, but he's not landing a lot of punches. And he's definitely not landing a lot of clean punches. You know, so I'm kind of over the Lomachenko thing. Like, I really am. I guess we're going to get the Devin Haney, Lomachenko fight next. And we'll see what happens. Also, I want to talk about this Jessica McCaskill fight. Jessica McCaskill versus Chantelle Cameron. That is a huge fucking fight, bro. Like, that's a huge fight. That is maybe the biggest fight. It's up there with the biggest fights in women's boxing. It's up there. Now, you won't hear about it. It won't be talked about like the other fights, right? It won't be talked about like Katie Taylor and Serrano. It won't be talked about like Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. It won't be talked about like Alicia Applebaum Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer. It won't be talked about like those fights. Why? Because these chicks just fight. They're not into all of the they're not gonna do all of that. They're not into that. They get straight to it. They're mean and they are fighters. These two women are like your old school boxers. Right? They're not gonna do all that yip yap. But I mean, the hardware speaks for itself. Jessica McCaskill is an undisputed champion at welterweight. Right? Chantelle Cameron's a unified champion at 140. So we got a champion versus champion. It's a big fucking fight. You know, I'm the type person, I don't need drama in order for me to get excited about it. I'm excited about this fight because I see the aesthetic, how it's going to look in the ring. Jessica McCaskill is going to be on her front foot, coming forward, dipping and ducking under jabs and trying to get in close to throw hooks and uppercuts, right? Chantelle Cameron better be trying to box on her back foot, you know. But I'm here for it. I want to see it. I can't wait for it. Jessica McCaskill, you know, she's your typical, she's just very no nonsense. You know, she doesn't do a lot of talking. You know, she doesn't do a lot of trash talk. You know, she can do it. She got the skills and she has the hardware to talk, right? But she doesn't. She saves it all for the ring and she lets her hands do the talking for her. As for Chantelle Cameron, she's just a mean, some type of mean robot. Chantelle Cameron's just some type of like mean fighting robot. That's the best way I can describe her. It's pretty accurate. You know, that's about the best way I can describe her. I'm not gonna break down that fight. We still got a few days. They fight next week, so I'll be coming with that breakdown a little bit closer to the fight. I want to see a little bit more. I'll be watching a little bit more tape from both of these fighters. I cannot wait to see it. I'm looking forward to this fight. And, you know, we'll see. As for Devin Haney and Lomachenko, you know, before I was picking Lomachenko to beat Devin Haney pretty easily. But now I do see that chink in the armor. You know, Lomachenko fought well, but Devin Haney, I don't know. I like if he fights Devin Haney like that, Lomachenko will lose, right? And call me crazy, it might not be that close. If that's the bet, if that's where Lomachenko is, that's the thing about boxing. Like fighters get old, man. You know, fighters, they get old, and it's like 1 minute you see them, they're fighting and they're looking good. The next minute, you're like, who the hell is this guy? He looks old, you know? So it happens. So where I see Lomachenko right now, I got to go ahead and pick Devin Haney. And I'm not a big Devin Haney fan. I'm really not. But neither one of these guys can hurt the other guy. Neither one of these guys are big punchers. Like, if it's going to come down to that type of fight, and Loma is here at this stage in his career, I'm going to go ahead and pick Devin Haney. So that's my early pick for that fight. Stay tuned. We'll be coming with that breakdown and some more stuff this week. If you like the video, go ahead and hook off on the like button. Peace.